Alright, picture this. You're an average office worker, living a life so bland it makes beige look exciting. Then, one day, some random mugger decides to spice things up by stabbing you in broad daylight. While bleeding out, your last wish isn't about your loved ones or your legacy. Nope, it's about your buddy deleting your questionable browser history.
My best friend.
Next thing you know, you're reincarnated as a blue blob in a fantasy world. Not a hero, not a dragon, a blob. But don't let the squishiness fool you, because this blob is about to take over the world. Welcome to That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime, where OP powers and sarcasm collide. Satoru Mikami is just your average guy. Boring job, no girlfriend, and addiction to convenience store snacks. You get the picture. His life takes a sharp turn when he gets stabbed saving a coworker. As he dies, a mysterious voice grants him a bunch of abilities based on his final thoughts. Immunity to pain? Check. Predator skills that let you eat things and steal their powers? Why not? Fire resistance? Because he's scared of burning? Makes sense. Cut to his reincarnation. He wakes up as a slime in a dark cave. No limbs, no face, just a squishy ball of goo. But don't feel bad for him yet. He's got Great Sage, an AI sidekick in his brain who's basically Alexa on steroids. With Sage's help, Rimuru, his new totally badass name, quickly discovers he's stupidly overpowered. While sliming around, Rimuru encounters Valdora, a giant storm dragon who's been locked away for 300 years for accidentally nuking a city. Valdora is less menacing and more lonely. Rimuru's solution? Eat him!
Nice.
No, seriously. Using his predator skill, Rimuru absorbs Valdora into his body to analyze the magical seal keeping him imprisoned. Valdora's disappearance immediately sets off alarms in the outside world, but Rimuru's too busy figuring out how to leave the cave without looking like an idiot. Before leaving the cave, Rimuru spends some quality time absorbing everything in sight. Plants, minerals, random monsters, you name it, he eats it. Every item he absorbs gives him new abilities, from water manipulation to camouflage. He's essentially turning himself into a walking cheat code, and Great Sage keeps track of it all like a glorified gaming HUD. This period of exploration sets the stage for Rimuru's future exploits by making him an unstoppable blob of destruction. When Rimuru finally leaves the cave, he's immediately faced with the world's weakest inhabitants, goblins. These guys are barely surviving. Their village is constantly under attack by dire wolves. The goblins, seeing Rimuru's aura of Valdora's power, immediately bow down to him, mistaking him for some kind of divine being. Rimuru, ever the optimist, decides to help them out. The dire wolves attack, and Rimuru handles them in the most badass yet efficient way possible. He kills the alpha with one move. The remaining wolves immediately surrender, and Rimuru merges them into the goblin community, creating an unlikely alliance.
That was easy.
Naming the goblins and wolves causes them to evolve, making them stronger and more loyal. Ranga, the son of the fallen alpha, becomes Rimuru's personal mount and one of his closest allies. Now the proud leader of a goblin-wolf hybrid village, Rimuru realizes they're lacking in basic survival skills. The goblins can barely make clothes, let alone houses.
You're poor, not stupid.
So, Rimuru sets off to find skilled laborers who can help turn this pitiful settlement into a functioning community. His journey takes him to Dwargen, the city of dwarves. Dwargen is essentially the fantasy version of a bustling trade city, complete with taverns and a thriving blacksmithing industry. Rimuru, of course, gets into trouble almost immediately. A bar fight breaks out, because why not? And Rimuru ends up in jail. However, he quickly wins over the guards by offering them healing potions he made using his predator skill. Rimuru meets Kaijin, a disgraced blacksmith with incredible skills. Kaijin agrees to join Rimuru's village after Rimuru helps him fulfill a royal order for swords. However, their alliance angers Vesta, a snobbish minister who's been bullying Kaijin. Kaijin punches Vesta in the face during an argument, which leads to Kaijin and his team being exiled. Dwargen's loss is Rimuru's gain, as Kaijin and his crew join the growing village.
Are officially homeless.
On his way back to the village, Rimuru encounters a group of adventurers, including a mysterious masked girl named Shizu. She's an otherworlder, like Rimuru, but has a much darker backstory. Summoned to this world during World War II, Shizu was forcibly bonded to the fire spirit Ifrit by the demon lord Leon Cromwell. This tragic connection makes her both powerful and tormented. Rimuru and Shizu bond over their shared origins from Japan. However, their budding friendship is cut short when Ifrit takes control of Shizu's body, wreaking havoc. Rimuru steps up, defeating Ifrit in an epic battle and absorbs him using Predator. Shizu, now free but dying, asks Rimuru to devour her so she can find peace. Rimuru reluctantly agrees, gaining her appearance and new abilities, including the ability to take on a human form. Just as Rimuru's village starts to thrive, a new danger emerges. An orc lord leading an army of 200,000 starving orcs.
Many are.
These aren't your average orcs. They're cursed with the starving skill, which drives them into a friendly of endless hunger. The Orc Lord, manipulated by a shady Magin, Gelmund, seeks to become a demon lord by consuming everything in his path. Rimuru forms an alliance with other forest races to combat the threat. This includes the Kijins, who evolve after Rimuru names them, and the Lizard Men led by their flamboyant prince, Gabiru. Together they face the Orc army in an epic showdown. The climax of this arc is Rimuru's one-on-one battle with the Orc Lord. Using Great Sage's tactical genius and Predator's overpowered abilities, Rimuru absorbs the Orc Lord, ending the curse and bringing peace to the forest. The orcs, now free from their hunger-driven madness, pledge their loyalty to Rimuru, further expanding his growing nation. With the forest united, Rimuru officially establishes the Jura Tempest Federation. It's a nation built on equality and cooperation, where goblins, wolves, dwarves, Kijins, and orcs work together. Rimuru's leadership style is a mix of benevolence and chaotic improvisation, but somehow it works. The village evolves into a bustling city, attracting attention from neighboring kingdoms and powerful individuals. No story is complete without a wild card, and Milim Nava fills that role perfectly. She's an ancient demon lord with the power to destroy entire nations and the personality of a hyperactive teenager. Milim challenges Rimuru to a fight, but instead of battling her, Rimuru bribes her with honey. Yep, honey. The two become best friends, much to the dismay of everyone around them. Milim's presence adds both comedic chaos and political tension as other demon lords start keeping an eye on Rimuru. When a resurrected monster named Charybdis threatens the forest, Rimuru's forces team up with Dwargen's Pegasus Knights to stop it. Charybdis, a flying calamity born from Veldora's magicules, is as terrifying as it sounds. Rimuru's strategy and Milim's overwhelming strength save the day, but the battle serves as a reminder that bigger threats are on the horizon. In the final arc of the season, Rimuru takes a deeply personal mission, saving 5 children who were summoned into this world as weapons, but are slowly dying from their unstable magic. He takes them to the Dwelling of Spirits, where he meets Ramiris, a tiny but sassy demon lord. Rimuru helps the kids bond with their superior spirits, stabilizing their powers and giving them a chance at a normal life. Each child has a unique connection to their spirit, and their development adds emotional weight to the story. Chloe, in particular, forms a mysterious bond with Rimuru, hinting at future twists. That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime is the ultimate underdog story with a twist. Rimuru's journey from squishy blob to legendary leader is packed with humor, heart, and epic battles. The characters are lovable, the world building is rich, and the mix of action and comedy keeps things fresh. Whether you're here for the overpowered abilities, the unlikely friendships, or the unexpected feels, this anime delivers. If you like this, hit that subscribe button, show us some love. But otherwise, I'll catch you next time.